Okay, I'm gonna do shieldXL, which is a monome norns clone, and I'm gonna see if we can assemble it. It's pretty tight, but I think it should be okay. Not a lot of components. All right, I'm just gonna put it there, and cool. Let's see what we got. Jacks, encoders, key spacers, and hardware. And I'm gonna start with this header here. Wedge something there, grab some solder, and let's see here. There we go. Check to see how it's positioned. That looks good. Another corner. Yeah. And yeah, that looks good. So now I'm just gonna do all of them. I'm very excited about this project. Was on the wait list for a while and just got it in, so. This is to connect the Raspberry Pi into the shield. Maybe I'll fast forward through this. Sometimes it's fun just to watch the process. All right, that's one side. Hoping I did this on the right side. Okay. Double check my work. I missed the last one. The only giant square one. There we go. I think I got them. Okay. Do these jacks. Part I'm nervous about is I'm not used to working around surface mount components. And honestly, I don't know how strong they are. They're probably pretty strong, but still makes me nervous. Okay, that's in. Make sure they're snug. Yeah, it's fine. These are the audio input and output. Okay. That looks good. I'm really nervous about cleaning the flux. Because it already has surface mount components on it. So I'm just gonna gently do one side. Try not to get it on the other side. I realized that the alcohol was destroying tactile buttons I was using on Grambot, so now I'm really nervous around alcohol and circuits. Even though we used them a lot at a place I used to work when I was building synths. And they always seemed fine. Okay. I'm just gonna leave it like that for now. Okay. Let's see what we got. Alright. It's a little sticky, but I think it should be okay. Okay, I'm going to do the switches. These are just the switches that the full kit came with. Very strong. I should not have done this. Okay. That'll come out, right? Okay. Don't think I broke anything. Don't think I broke anything. Okay, let's see here. Should only be one way to put these in. Yep. Okay. That looks good. Fit in really snug, so that's nice. Cool. They go on the other side. wedge something into there. Their bounciness makes it kind of hard to get it set. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to lean something on this, weigh it down. What do I have that's heavy? You look heavy. Okay, hopefully this will hold. Switches down. Well, I kind of rough them into place, so. Alright, let's see if that actually got them in there. Yep. Reheating them to make sure that they lock in. Okay. Now I'm kind of nervous about this tight spot right here next to these resistors and this header. Hopefully it'll work fine. And one more. I'm just going to add a little bit of solder to the original spot. Okay. I don't know if these keypads have a direction. Doesn't look like it, so I'm just going to lock them in. Keycaps. I think I said keypads. Ooh. Cool. All right. Encoders now. Trying to help these lock in. Might be too tight. Let's see. Oh, not tight enough, really. Tighten it up a little bit more. Okay. Still not tight enough to really hold them in on their own. But, oh, that one is fine. Flip them. And see what we can wedge underneath here to hold it. Too tall. Oh, it kind of just bounces. Let's do that. I don't like how close that is to those components. Which is funny because there's a lot of space on this board. Might have been nice to have given it more space between the through hole stuff and surface mount stuff. What do I know? All right. I think those look good. So I'm just going to solder in the rest of the pins. Try not to get too close to those MIDI jacks. Did I do that one? Yeah, I did. I don't want to do too much solder on those mechanical mounts. I think that's good enough. Yeah, that'll hold them. Okay. Is that all the components? Easy peasy. Okay. No, because the display. Okay. Which is the thing I'm worried about the most and totally forgot. So, I've never done these ribbon cables before. And it only ships with the short one, even though the video shows a large one, long one. But he was nice enough to put the spacer on in the right direction for me. So that's cool. Okay, let's see if we can feed this in. And he attached the cable. So double thanks. Person whose name I actually don't know. I can't pronounce his alias. I will say thanks in the description. Okay, if everything works. If everything doesn't work, probably won't post this video. Okay, here we go. Ooh, wants to slip off there. So he broke the connector when he did this. So I am being very gentle and being very afraid and gently bending. Gently bending. Bead the cable. Okay. Oof, that is tight. I think I just did like a hard bend, which I was trying not to do. Okay. It's not going any further. So I'm going to try to lock it in. That to me looks pretty okay. Okay. I'm gonna stop fiddling with it because I just bent it even more. Hopefully that cable still works. I guess, you know, probably not an expensive part if I have to replace it. Maybe I'll get a long one just to treat myself. Okay. Now what? I think that's the bulk of it. Oh, and the pie. Let's do the pie, I guess. Okay, I'm guessing it goes this way. probably need to use spacers. So okay, got 2 of these. Oops. And I think what I need to do is attach these spacers to the Pi. Actually, rather than do that, I'm going to do short spacer into long spacer. Short spacer into long spacer. And then I think that there is another one. Yeah, this one. So this is the display. I'm not sure you're able to see that. And I think I can just drop this down. Yeah, like that. Screw that in. And that's the 3 points for the Pi. So now I can connect it. Drop it in. Okay. And then all these long screws were on the bottom, I think. Which would make sense. Okay. Just gonna screw them in. Oops, that one doesn't go in all the way. Which is a bummer. Because I don't think I have a screw this size. I'm not sure it'll fit in the enclosure this way. Do we think it matters? I don't think it matters because the header is attaching it and it has a spacer and the spacer's holding the screen in. I bet that screw doesn't even matter. That seems pretty firm to me. And then I'm realizing I did this, but actually all this stuff goes through the shield and that's why that screw doesn't fit. Yeah, so that's good news, I guess. Yeah, it's locked in. Pi is mounted. Okay. Gonna drop it in the case. Maybe. Probably. Dream the dream. Okay, there we go. It feels wrong. Why does it feel wrong? There we go. I think it was getting hung on that top part of the USB jacks. Okay. What now? I think I need to thread the corners. Oh, okay. Loosey-goosey all of a sudden. Do I not need to do another screw in that top right corner for the display? I do, yeah. Okay. It's a good test to see if it comes back out. Wanted to test to make sure it does come out. It does, so that's good news. What else am I missing? Probably missing other stuff, right? Almost certainly. Okay. Wow, that's tight. Okay. Screwing on the display. Probably shouldn't have pressed so hard in that, but what can I do? That one doesn't need anything. So how do these connect? They connect with those. Okay. And those are the 3 for the pi. That's a screw. Those are the 3 for the pi. This is, oh, I see. Okay. This is for the top right corner here. So now I can put it in a 10% sure. I think what he did was he just screwed it in and used that to screw it back, screw it through the top here. Okay. There's virtually no threading that it's hooking into. And then this part comes out. It's going to be a part of the panel. It's not really super attached, but I don't know what to say about that. Okay. What am I missing? I don't think I'm missing anything. So let's see. What do you think? This doesn't. Yeah, that's fine. And then this. I don't want to see my bad soldering and lack of cleanup for the flux, so I'm just going to do this panel. feels like it wants to come out. I don't want it to come out. Okay, here we go. No fingerprints. Definitely fingerprints. And we'll remove this. Drop the whole thing on. Screw this in. I'm just going to leave it loose for now. Screw this in. Screw this in. Tighten them now. Flip it over, do the pie. I thought it would be easy to see which ones I actually need to screw in, and it's not as easy as I thought it would be. But I think it is this one. This one. And this one. Okay. That's that. I'm gonna plug in the SD card. And then I'm going to give it power. I'm using a Pi 3. I don't know if it's a plus or not. I don't know where my power supply is. Here we go. Fingers crossed. Seeing a light. Display. That's probably not a good sign. Okay, so the instructions say if you see a blank screen, try something else. So I'm going to try that and see if that fixes this. Okay. So the first problem was I did the wrong OS. I think I did for Raspberry Pi 4 because that's what I was originally going to use, and then realized I didn't have a power supply, so I did a 3 instead. And then the second issue is I had to reseat the cable for the display. It looked like it went in, but it was not. So it works now. Plug it in, wait. Maybe put in some caps while that happens. There we go, the display. And I actually don't know how to use this thing. But I know I need to do some stuff to get the MIDI working, but that's the build. Overall, pretty easy. That cable was a problem, and I knew it would be. But the through-hole components were super easy, and all in all, it took about 30 minutes to build. I like this. I like the panel. I don't like the enclosure. It feels really weird to me. I know he did that for power reasons, but I might try to find a difference, or for heat reasons, but I might try to find a different solution. Because I don't love it. But also, I mean, I'm not just gonna sit here and rub the side of this while I'm making music. So, probably not a problem. What happens if I do this? Sleep? Okay, that's a funny way to word that. I forgot what I was talking about. So I'm just gonna put on these feet on this bottom. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like the feel of this enclosure. It feels like packaging material. So I guess in that sense it would be good for the environment. It feels biodegradable, even though I think it's nylon. Yeah, don't compost this just because I said that. Do your research first before you compost things. That's a general rule of composting. Okay, thanks for watching.